Hi guys, I'm Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am in a new location. I am house sitting for my parents and watching their sweet little puppy while they are away on vacation, and I've decided to turn this little trip into a writing retreat for myself and kind of just pretend I'm staying in an Airbnb and all I have to do is write. I am staying at their house for the next 2 days and I'm going to be trying to get as much writing done as possible. It's middle of July, and because I knew I was doing this little mini writing retreat and would have time to write, I have kind of been putting off writing recently. I've been focusing on YouTube, which, hi all new friends, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I've never had that many subscribers in like 1 week from my Scrivener plotting video, and that was just like wild to see. So thank you for being here. I'm so excited you're here. I have been editing like up a storm instead of writing to post more YouTube videos for you guys. So we're gonna focus on writing now because that is the main thing. It's the middle of July and I'm hoping to have this draft 5 of my fantasy romance novel done by August, maybe like mid-August, so that I can formally transition from like drafting, editing it myself to having someone else edit it, having a lot of other people give me more thoughts and feedback. I've been trying to do some stuff to motivate myself to finish. I am a procrastinator, and so I'm trying to get myself there. I love my book, I love working on it, but not having like official deadlines is very hard. So very soon there will be like an official deadline, an official announcement with my pre-order date for this book, which is so exciting, but I need to put in the hard work. So plans for today are setting up my writing station, making a game plan for working on my book, then actually getting to work and writing. I think I'm also going to try to do some work in the pool if possible, or outside while the weather is still good, and that'll be it for the day. And then tomorrow we will pick up where we left off and keep on working. So my plan is I'm not going to be doing this by a word count, but I am going to be doing this by chapter. My goal is to get my first 10 chapters done in this little retreat, if possible. That's the goal, 10 chapters. So a lot of them are chapters that I have had to add recently, and I've written like partial, but I haven't finalized them. They're not done completely. So that's what we're gonna focus on today. So let's get into the little writing retreat, vacation writing vibes. I'm gonna make myself like a late lunch, just get everything all set up so that I can start working. I have a beautiful view for writing, so I'm going to set up like a table so that we can see that view while I'm working. So let's get to it. Unpackaged my wireless keyboard and such. I set up the monitor and stuff. I didn't bring the correct adapter to be able to plug that into my computer, so probably won't be using that, which is kind of a bummer. Anyway, sorry, there's gonna be lots of puppy barks because I have 2 dogs here, but I just have to like fully hook this up now. I need to get like batteries and stuff for it. Then we'll be like fully set up and we can make a plan for what I'm gonna work on first. But look at this view, isn't this great? My parents have like their own little oasis back here. It's like all forest and then the pool. I'm glad I set up my view right here. It'll probably be nice not to have the monitor actually, because then I'll have a better view of the nature. And all I can hear is like birds. It's pretty nice. Okay, we are all set up and it is time to open Scrivener. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do some planning really quick and come over here and see like what looks kind of realistic and decide what I'm gonna work on for the next hour or so. I think I'm gonna do half an hour increments, but let's get a little bit of planning done. All right, I'm ready to do it. Let's get some work done. All right, beautiful view. Got the keyboard, all keyboard. Everything's all set. We're gonna put on my playlist for this book and we're gonna get it going. Time to go. I'm all set now. And I've been looking through my documents. I also backed up everything and like saved additional files before I started working. Lovely person who commented, you reminded me to do this. Thank you. I am doing it and I feel like stuff is missing now that I'm looking through it. So I'm gonna have to look. I've been loving Scrivener, but if it doesn't save things appropriately, we're gonna have some problems. So I got a little sheet of paper and I'm going to be writing kind of just like the chapters and then like be filling them in, crossing them off when I get to each chapter. So I kind of thought I might do this, but I'm thinking it's been a little bit since I've written and I'm wanting to write some on my contemporary romance project, which like shouldn't be a part of the plan for this like trip, but it's where I'm feeling the most motivated right now. I just read 2 contemporary romances by indie authors yesterday. Sarah Sutton's new book came out, read it yesterday. It came out yesterday. I'm done with it. I loved it as always, but I read some other indie author ones recently too, and I'm just like, it's really just something I want to do as well. It's a project that I'm very excited about, especially during summer. It's very hard to not want to work on it during summer because it is a summer series. It's a bunch of different books set in a small beach town, which is kind of modeled after where I grew up. And so being back in that town, staying at my parents' house, it's on my mind right now. So, and it's just so hot and summery and I want to get in the pool and like, it's making me want to write about a little beach time romance. So I think I'm going to let myself do that, get my creative juices going, and I'm gonna kind of do a couple of those, alternate, and then do some in my fantasy book. So I'm going to kind of separate that on my list and get working because I had already read through the contemporary romance recently and made some notes of things I wanted to change on chapter 1. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'm listening to such a fun playlist that I have for it. It's called Beach Town Romance, and it's like beachy romance, sweet vibes. It's just really fun. So I am working on that right now. I'm gonna set a timer up on the TV so you guys can kind of see how long I'm working for, and we're gonna get into some writing sprints now, and then it's about 4 o'clock, and then I think eventually, I don't really know how I want to do it, but I know I want to be able to work in the pool before the like sun goes down. We'll see how I do that. I don't know, maybe I'll just be like brainstorming and doing some dictation. We'll try that.
With you, everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you're moving, I can hear my calling. There's no one else here that I see but you. It's what you're doing that's making me feel like I'm falling. Yeah, I'm falling in love. You set my wheels in motion. I'm going crazy for you. Eyes blue like the ocean. I can see you want this too.
So a little update, it's been like 2 hours and I really haven't gotten that much work done. I ate dinner, did some other stuff, but I did do some research and I have been working on my chapter 1 of this contemporary romance. I figured out something in the plot that was missing. Basically, I couldn't figure out a way to make them move from friends / co-workers to like more of a dating vibe. How are they gonna start dating, basically? And I think I've got that, and I added in some other fun stuff. I'm really liking where it's going. So hopefully my chapter 1 is complete. I'm gonna work on it the rest of tonight that. And then I think my chapter 2 and chapter 3 are pretty much done. I need to read through it and see if there's anything I need to add. But then we will be 3 chapters in, which is great. So I'm gonna get back to work now and I'll update you later. It's day 2 of my little writing retreat. I am just eating a little mid-morning snack and finally getting to sit down to my computer. I had some appointments this morning I couldn't get out of, so I was a little bit on pause. I'm going over it. So yesterday I did the first 2 chapters of my contemporary romance are good. Like, they're where they should be for this draft. I did most of chapter 3 for the contemporary romance except for one little section. I had it like originally my 2 main characters didn't know each other beforehand, but now they do. So there was just like one part of it that like he'd never met her before. He's like, oh, what's your name, kind of thing. So I have to just alter that to go to where it is now. This morning I'm gonna continue working on my contemporary romance, and then this afternoon I'm gonna be working on my fantasy romance into the night. That's kind of the plan. I'm hoping I actually will get through the first 10 chapters because they're already drafted, so it's just kind of like making sure it all makes sense and all the thought processes are finished. And then I might do some dictation. I had brainstormed out the next couple of chapters. So yeah, let's get to it. quickly do a small update. It's Sunday now. On Friday, I feel like I didn't film a lot. I got so much work done though. I just really didn't film it for you guys. Sorry. I'm still working on my contemporary romance. Technically, I've only crossed off 3 chapters, but I'm about to cross off 4, but I also wrote a lot on chapter 5 and 6. So I got a lot more work done. I like did it across multiple chapters instead of like linearly crossing off each chapter, but it's Sunday morning. I just crossed off chapter 3. I'm about to cross off chapter 4. I'm thinking today I'll get to chapter 5 and 6, like to finish. And then we're leaving. I'm leaving my parents' house. So they're coming home today, and I really didn't do any of the fun stuff I said I was gonna do, like get in the pool. We've had like a lot of storms. Like look how foggy that is. I don't know. I haven't gone in the pool once. It's been so stormy. We lost power last night, but I have been getting so much writing done, which is super exciting. I just feel like I didn't film a lot of the fun stuff that I wanted to, but I guess that's the whole point of a writing retreat, is to really just get a lot of writing done, which I did. So some other time I'll have to like do a cool fun one, maybe go stay at an Airbnb or a hotel or something and be by myself maybe a little bit more, because my husband definitely stayed with me and our puppy and stuff here, and so I like got more work done than typical in the evening. It still wasn't like the level of like if I was alone, so we'll see.